Alright, we have a couple different styles of bullets here. This one right here is not a full jacket bullet. This one is. This one here will melt down. What we have to do is just hit it with a hammer, but this one we have to do a little bit more than that. Best thing to do is just hit it with a 3-pound hammer, or just any kind of hammer, just to get it flat. And it should split open, but if it doesn't, I just take some tin snips, or you can take bolt cutters or whatever and just cut it. So when you melt it in your pan, it has somewhere for the lead to melt out. The copper melts at a different rate, different temperature than your lead, so you have to split that and break that. This one here, we just want to take that and hit that just so it lays flat, and then that'll melt right out in our pan. Show me. Alrighty, what we got here, we took the lead that we smashed with the hammer, and just so we can break the casing, we're going to start melting those first. We're going to actually do this on a stove. I don't recommend it. I recommend doing it outside, but this is just going to be kind of a stovetop directions how to do it. So go ahead and throw all those in there. What I've done is I got some sand and I wet it, and just so I can make kind of a mold, I'll take some tin foil, I'll put some tin foil down like that, and then when I pour it, it'll look something like that. That's one way to make a mold. What I'm going to do on this particular mold is, because I have a lot of lead, I'm going to actually build it and put it in a tin. You just take some cooking spray, make sure you spray it good, just so that it doesn't stick inside there. These are some more tins that if I want to make different molds, like circle molds, however you want to lay it out. This I'm actually using for RC airplanes, so I got kind of a specific way I want to do it. These right here, I've already separated them out. These are lead cased bullets that are fully leaded, and these actually have a copper casing. So that's kind of the difference. We're going to go through and we're going to melt this and show you how it all works. Alright, we're going to just go ahead and start this. If you're going to do this over the stove, I highly recommend an ABC fire extinguisher. It's kind of for everything. You know, it works for liquids, woods, electrical. This will get to about 625 degrees before it starts to melt. So we're just going to kind of do a time lapse here, but you want to start with your lead in the container. Very important. Make sure that it's dry. You don't want to have your pan wet because it'll flash. So we've set the timer for 15 minutes. It's approximately 15 to 20 minutes before it starts to melt. Okay, we're starting to get some liquefying here, and we're in it about, well, it looks like we're probably about 5-7 minutes into it. So as you can kind of see, if we can zoom in a little bit, you can see it's starting to melt a little bit. Very, very. Okay, we're getting pretty close. You can see it's starting to melt. We're in it about 12 minutes. So, and this is just a standard, you know, standard stove, coil stove, and it heats up pretty good. So, going to kind of stir it and let it kind of melt down a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to add some more lead. I've just got my pure lead, so you just put it on here, kind of let it slide in. This will really kind of help everything else melt down as well. Skim some of this off the top, and these are just the casings, and I'm going to take them and put them right over here. This is that sand I was telling you about, so I'm just going to set them right there just to be safe. And here's, I'm trying to get as close to it with pure lead, because then it just melts that much faster. So I'm going to go over here. Okay, lead is very heavy and very hot. So you got to do this fast. And